this year's event were greatly reduced because of COVID-19 capacity restrictions. To help offset the costs of this year's tournament, please consider making a charitable donation to the Seven Hills Rotary Club. You can donate using the Venmo app on your smart device. Simply download the app and create an account. Then search for @7Hills Rotary Club and make your donation. See the description below for additional details. Thank you for watching this broadcast and for supporting the Seven Hills Rotary Club and its beneficiaries. This year's event sponsor is Riverside Auto Group. At Riverside Auto Group, we make it easy, with locations in Cartersville and Rome. Additional sponsors include Waters and Associates Landscaping, Summit Hill Foods, Hardy Realty, and the Lewis Chemical Company. Beneficiaries of this year's tournament are the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Georgia, local high school athletic programs, student scholarships at Georgia Highlands College, International Student Scholarship at Berry College, the new Learning Center at Anna K. Davey Elementary School, Laws of Life Essay Contest at Rome High School, Region 1 Star Student Teacher Recognition Program, Georgia Northwestern Technical College Student and Faculty of the Year, Rome Floyd County Respect for Law Awards, a partnership with the Noon Optimist Club honoring local law enforcement officers.
Been around for a couple of years, and it is a beaut. We're looking forward to this basketball game coming up for you tonight between the Armuchee Lady Indians and the Rome Lady Wolves. And it should be a great matchup. We've already had two nail-biters to start the day. We'll start with our first game. It was the Darlington Lady Tigers and the Chattooga Lady Indians, both well-coached teams. Hazel Hall, the coach of Darlington, Alva Beasley, the coach of Chattooga. Both teams have had some issues getting games in this year, schedules changing, postponements, cancellations, things of that nature. So Darlington came in having only played a couple of games. Chattooga only played 3. So both teams trying to get some things worked out and get everybody rolling this year. but Darlington would come away with a 43-40 victory in that basketball game that was back and forth throughout much of the contest. So that was an exciting victory there for the Tigers, and congratulations to them. They are going to be playing for the gold ball tomorrow night, and the winner of this game, Armuchee and Rome. Our other game that just took place, you probably were tuned in for. Chattooga would pick up a 52-50 victory over the Rome Wolves. Chattooga opened up the scoring in the game, went on a 9-0 run. Rome battled back. Rome would have the lead 15-12 at the end of the first quarter. At the end of the half, it was 26-24. Rome really jumped on Chattooga there in that third quarter, built a 44-32 lead by the end of that quarter. And then here comes the Chattooga Indians owning that fourth quarter and eventually winning the game, as Rome did kind of battle back a little bit at the end and made it a 2-point game, 52-50 as time expired. Chattooga would hang on to win that basketball game, but again, it was a fun one. And so Chattooga awaits the winner of the Pepperell-Darlington game, which will be after this one. So we're halfway there, and we've got about 3 minutes until the start of this game, so we'll take one more break. Let's step out for about 2.5 minutes. We'll come back and feature the starting lineups to this game and get things underway here on WLAQ.
Welcome to Armuchee High School, the 67th Annual Christmas Tournament. Please join us as we move starters presenting Wolves Rome. Number 2, Tamika Nation.
Here we go, folks. Let's give you the starting lineups. We're going to start with number 2, Tamika Nation. Going to also have number 13, Allison Loveman. This is for the Rome Lady Wolves, by the way. Number 20, Tranisha Adams. Number 25, Dakiria Daniel. And then number 32, Riley Jenkins. That's your starting 5 there for the Rome Lady Wolves. And now we'll move on to the Armuchee Lady Indians. And we'll wait on the PA announcer on this one. Did not have time to get down to the scorer's table to grab it. So we're going to start with number 10, Bailey Tomlin. Number 11, Julia Williams will be in the starting lineup. She is a senior. Number 12, Chloe Purdy, also a senior. And we'll have two more. Number 14, Ariana Dozier. And then rounding out the starting five here for the Armuchee Lady Indians will be Olivia Moses. Moses had 18 points in the win over Model yesterday. Julia Williams had 17. They certainly were the big offensive producers in that basketball game. So hopefully we'll have another good one for you tonight. So far this season, Armuchee off to a great start. Overall, 6-2 is their record. Rome has played 6 games. They are 3-3. Armuchee is averaging 45.6 points a game, giving up a little over 38. Rome averaging 49 points a game, giving up 52.6. So we are just about to be underway. And again, in GHSA basketball during the coronavirus epidemic, or pandemic, that's the better word, I guess, or more correct word. No tip-off. The visiting team will inbound the ball, and today that's Rome. So Rome with it. They're in their red uniforms with gold and white trim. Rome working it around the perimeter, trying to find a good open look. There's a three-point shot, and she drills it. That was an excellent shot there from Rome, and that was DeKiria Daniel opening up the scoring in this basketball game, 3-0. She did it with a bang, no doubt about it. Rome steals it away. Rome certainly has the length in this matchup. Very athletic team. And they have some experienced players. They work it around the perimeter. Long three-point look again, this time for Tranisha Adams. Picks up her first score of the game. Rome out to a 6-0 lead. Armuchee works around a little pressure. They get it down low. Now a pass underneath. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound taken by Rome. Picked up by Tamika Nation. And Rome goes the other way across the timeline. They go left. Now down towards the low block. Rome favoring the outside shots, and boy, they're hitting them too. That is a third three in a row. Tamika Nation picks up one by 3 players, and that is going to force Armuchee to call a timeout. So 9-0 run for Rome to start the game. 6:48 left first period. We'll step out for 30. All right, we resume. Armuchee still yet to score. 9-0 run for Rome to start the game. A little bit of pressure here on defense. Armuchee is going to have their pocket picked on the other end. Here come Rome down the other way, and that's going to be off the glass for Tranisha Adams. She's got 5 points, 11-0 run here for Rome to start the game. Here comes Armuchee. They will get a basket. That was off the glass there for Ariana Dozier to open up the scoring for Armuchee. Rome will bring it down the other end. Now works it to the left wing side. Long three. That one's short. And that is going to be a push foul that's going to be charged against Rome. And the head coach for Armuchee last night and tonight, I don't think I mentioned on the broadcast last night, I believe is Hannah Everett. I do not see Coach Arp over there, and didn't notice her over there the other day. So kind of a different situation there. Don't know the details on that. 6:14 left here first quarter. Rome Wolves up 11-2. Tell you about the Rome coaching staff here in just a minute. Armuchee with the ball. They work it around the right wing side. Now back up top. Trailing 11-2 to the Rome Wolves. 6:01 left first quarter. They drive towards the basket. Putting up the shot is going to be Olivia Moses, who had 18 in the first game of the tournament for Armuchee. Doesn't get the basket, but she does get an opportunity from the free throw line. Charged with a foul. Well, there's the shot. It is good. She'll get ready for her second. That cuts it to 11-3. And the next basket is going to go as well. So the 2 free throws are good. And that is going to make it an 11-4 basketball game in favor of Rome. Rome with the ball on the other end. They'll try to work it inside. It's going to be picked off. Dozier's got it. She goes across the center court stripe. Nice spin move. Is going to toss it back. And going into the backcourt is Bailey Tomlin, so that'll turn it back over to the Rome Lady Wolves. As substitutions coming in the game for the Wolves. About to inbound the ball is going to be Brianna Griffin, who came in off the bench, and she is a freshman. So Rome girls and Armuchee girls going head-to-head here in the semifinals. Fun times. Dribbling right, the Rome Lady Wolves. Now they'll have it over on the right wing side, deep in the corner. She'll drive, now kick it back out. They get it into the hands of Adams. Adams dribbling. Now it's going to toss it over for Nation. Nation back into the corner to Adams. Now back up to Nation. Good ball movement here from Wolves. Work it back up top. Fakes. Now back over the right wing side. It's a long three. And boy, I thought that was going to be out of range, but no, sir. Don't sell her short. That was a long three-point shot, and it's good. 14-4. Adams with a three-point look, and she's got two already. We got a whistle here on the other end of the floor. So again, Rome up 14-4 is your score after that three-pointer from Adams. Julia Williams set to inbound the ball here for the Indians. They get it into Chloe Purdy. Purdy across the timeline, dribbles right, now goes left, now to the top of the key. She's going to get over to Olivia Moses. Moses drives towards the low block on the right side, kicks it out. There's a shot, no good. All's loose on the floor, picked up by Dozier. Dozier's trapped, so she's going to feed it out to Tomlin. Tomlin over to the right wing side, passes, and there's a quick look, and that one won't go. Rebounded, though, by Williams, who tries to put it back. And now Rome's got it. They're going the other way. Across the timeline they go, and quick, shot up, rolls off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Armuchee Indians. Julia Williams with the ball, drives to the right side. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Rome's Cassie Covington. Getting her hands in there, deflecting the ball. So 14-4, we got 4:04 left first quarter between Rome and Armuchee. Rome opened up the game on an 11-0 run before Armuchee would get on the board. After a couple of minutes were played here in the first half, or halfway through the first quarter. Ball is going to be batted away by a Rome defender. Armuchee setting up their offense. They'll get it inside to Moses. She'll put it up, and it goes in and out. No good. Moses gets her own rebound, dribbling baseline, kicks it back out to Dozier. They'll feed it back in. One pass and a score there from Julia Williams, who received the pass from Chloe Purdy. So Williams has her first basket of the night, 14-6. Indians trail the Wolves here in the girls' bracket semifinal game. Winner of this game goes on to play Darlington for the gold ball tomorrow. Long three, no good for Rome. Picked up by Dozier on the long rebound. Now they'll work it down the other end. Tomlin with it across the timeline. Down to Purdy, who drives to the low block, trying to score. Gets fouled and is going to the free throw line. It's been an excellent day of basketball here at the tournament. You can definitely tell with some teams, a lot of teams haven't been able to play as many games as they have leading into this tournament. So you've seen some instances where you might see more turnovers and things of that nature than you normally would. But at the same time, it's been some good basketball. So we get ready for the shot here from Purdy. Dribbles a couple of times, puts up the shot, and she will get the second of the two, and that'll cut it to 14-7. So that's going to make it 14-7 game in favor of the Wolves with 3 minutes left to go here in the first period. Driving are the Rome Wolves, rolls around the rim, finds its way home. I got to wait till her hair moves so I can see. Okay, it was Griffin, picked up her first basket of the night. That is certainly one of the disadvantages you have when you have lots of long hair covering the numbers on the back of the jerseys. Work it to the right wing side. Now to Moses. Shot is up. In and out. No good. Rebound is going to be taken strongly by Brianna Griffin, the freshman, doing a great job. She'll kick it out to the right wing. There's a quick look. That's going to be no good. Picked up by Armuchee, and she travels. Picked up her pivot foot, and that is going to be a turnover. Rome's going to get the ball back. Rome leading at 16-7. Hope y'all are having a great night there, whether you're listening out there in Radio Land or following the game on the video stream. Just glad to have you and glad to have a tournament this year. So Rome is going to feed the ball into the backcourt to Tamika Nation. Nation with it up top. Now she'll leave it for Adams, who feeds it to the right wing side. They're getting it down low. Ball is going to be picked off. Chloe Purdy's got it. And she almost has her pocket pick, and it eventually will. Rome keeps it in bounds. Good play there by Tranisha Adams. Now they get it down on the other end, and they will look to set up their offense. Here's a three-point shot off the front of the rim. No good. The putback, though, is going to fall, and that was Dakiria Daniel there with the basket. Rome Lady Wolves, Armuchee Lady Indians playing tonight. And right now, Wolves on top, 18-7. We take a timeout for 30 seconds. We'll be back. We're back with you here at Armuchee High School. Armuchee with the ball, trailing 18-7, 1:44 left here in the first quarter of this one. And they're going to have their pocket picked again. It's another turnover. Here come the Wolves on the other end. Shot up. Nope, they're saying she traveled. It did go in, but that's going to be a turnover, and Armuchee is going to get the ball back, needing a basket with 1:35 left to go here in this quarter. So to feed it in is Bailey Tomlin. Tomlin gets it to Julia Williams. A little bit of pressure here from the Wolves, and the ball is going to be tied up. This is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is staying with Armuchee. Jason Harris is the head coach of this Lady Wolves basketball team. Does a tremendous job. Got a lot of great coaches coaching in this tournament, as always this year. Armuchee will take the inbound pass to Chloe Purdy from Julia Williams. And it's stolen away. The pass is, and here's Rome on the other end. They're going to pass it inside. Shot is up, and that is right through the hoop for Daniel. She's having a big first quarter, picking up 7 points already. And Rome leaps to a 20-7 lead, 13-point lead here in the first quarter. Armuchee puts up a shot. It will be no good. Ball's on the floor, and that is going to be a foul that's going to be charged, I think, to the Rome Wolves number 20, Adams. Nope, I was incorrect. No, I think I was right the first time. There's a little bit of a mix-up on who's about to inbound the ball. You got a young lady for Rome standing behind the baseline, as well as one from Armuchee, and they'll get that sorted out, and it's going to be Armuchee ball. The foul was on Rome. A little bit of a disagreement on that, it looks like, but nonetheless, Chloe Purdy set to inbound the ball with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Rome up 20-7. And we've seen some teams build big leads so far in games, but not be able to hang on to it. So even though Rome's out to a 13-point lead, we'll see if Armuchee has something to say about it. Olivia Moses is going to the free throw line. And she'll put up the shot. It is good. We'll get ready for another. And she has made 3 free throws in a row. It seems like tonight the free throws are falling a little bit easier than they did in the first night of the tournament. The next one is going to be good as well. So that's going to cut it to an 11-point game with under a minute to play in the first quarter. 20-9, Rome leads it. They have the ball. Rome played for the championship last year against Darlington. Came up a little short in that game. Rome with it, no look pass. They kick it back out around the perimeter, but they may get another shot coming up tomorrow night. Long shot, that's going to be no good. Bounces high off the rim, and it's picked up by Dozier, and it's going to be out of bounds. But they called a foul. So going to the free throw line, shooting 1-1 is going to be Ariana Dozier. Rome has 7 fouls so far in this first half to the Indians 0. Shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Very physical performance so far from Rome, and so far serving them well. They're a good basketball team, and it's fun to watch them. Work it around the perimeter, 3-point look. That one's going to go, and they've been good shooting those threes here in the early goings of this game. That's the third one there for Adams. 14 ticks left on the clock, 23-9, 12 seconds now. Armuchee across the timeline. They're going to pass it to the left side. There's a shot off the glass, can't get it to go. And Armuchee just having a hard time getting open looks against this defense of the Rome Wolves. Rome kind of overwhelming them for the most part. 5.8 seconds left to go on the clock. 23-9, Rome on top. We're still in the first quarter. We have this game, and we've got one more for you tonight. It'll be Pepperell and Darlington boys. And Rome will roll the ball down the floor. Player for Armuchee ran out to try to grab it. Clock doesn't start till they pick it up. Oh, my goodness. If you were watching on the video, you saw what a shot that was at the buzzer. From way out, it was Adams for her 4th 3 of the night, and it was a long one. 26-9 at the end of one quarter, Rome on top, and we're going to send it back to the studio for a 1-minute break. All right, we're back from the break. Well, we didn't actually go anywhere. We're just still right here watching some basketball with you. But right now, Rome on top 26-9 as we get ready for the next 8 minutes, the second quarter here in the tournament in the semifinal game. Rome started the game on an 11-0 run. They would close out strong that first quarter and build a 26-9 lead. And it's been by the three-point shot. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 for Trinisha Adams, 1 for Nation, and then 1 for Daniel. So you had 6 three-point shots made by the Rome Lady Wolves there in that first half. For Armuchee, in terms of their scoring, they have 9 points. 5 of those points came off of free throws. They've had 2 field goals, 1 for Julia Williams and 1 for Ariana Dozier. And they've been battling, but so far the physicality and athleticism of Rome, if you ask my opinion, has kind of been the difference so far. But here comes Rome, and not to mention, I mean, heck, the shooting ability. They have been hitting those threes. Ball goes out of bounds as they try to pass Rome. And so Armuchee's going to get the ball back and trying to kind of get back into the groove of this game. 7:52 left to go in the second quarter. Ball stolen away. good crowd on hand for this game. 25% capacity for the games, and there's no doubt we're at 25% capacity here for this one. People spread out really nicely, though. That's great to see. Ball is going to be on the right wing side here for Tumlin. They're going to try to get it down low. Armuchee trying to find some open looks, but this defense is not giving them too much. But there's a wide open three, no good. You got to take advantage of the looks when you get them, and unfortunately couldn't get that one to fall, but it was a good look. So can't blame her for taking the shot when she had it. Rome with the ball now and the lead 26-9. They feed it off to the right wing side. Rome drives, now kicks it off to the left wing. She'll go in, puts up the shot. It won't go, but here's a putback. That won't fall either. Going in and making a great effort to grab that rebound was Chloe Purdy. She'll go across the timeline, feeds it off to the right wing side of Tomlin. And now Purdy back outside to Moses. Three-point look there. Certainly would help the cause for Armuchee if they could get a couple of those shots to fall, but the rim not being kind. Here's a shot on the other end, no good for Rome. I don't know about y'all, but it just feels strange to me that tomorrow is the conclusion of the tournament. I know originally, until we lost a few of the teams that were originally going to be in it, it was going to be a 4-day tournament concluding on a Saturday. But even with that, it just doesn't feel like we could be getting ready for those championship games already. But, hey, man, we got this game and one more to go today. Ball is batted away with authority, going down to the low block, and she'll pick up her dribble and picked up the pivot foot as well. Cassie Covington is going to be called and will turn the ball over, so Armuchee's going to get the ball back. But let me tell you, she got in there and got that ball knocked out in a hurry. Here comes Armuchee with it, hitting the deck. Is going to be Julia Williams. And they will get ready to toss the ball back in. We got 6:24 left in the second quarter. And a long day of basketball, but not long in a bad way, long in a very fun way because we've had some great games so far. Armuchee with it. They'll feed it off to the left wing side, back up top. Now back over to the left wing. Julia Williams with a good look at a three, and she makes the most of it, buries it, and that'll help the cause. And maybe it'll give an opportunity for Armuchee to find a little rhythm offensively. 26-12, 14-point game in favor of Rome. Rome with the ball. They'll work it down into the paint. Shot up off the front of the rim. She'll get her own rebound. The putback this time, it is going to fall, and that was Griffin, the freshman. She's got 4 points. Very good athlete. Across the timeline is Williams. Williams feeds it to the right wing side. Getting the hands in there was Chapman here for this Rome team. Knocked the ball loose, but made a little bit too much contact. She's going to be called with the foul. .5:35 left here in the second quarter. And one of the interesting things that's occurring is that we've got about 5 rows that are marked off here for the video and radio team for social distancing, and people are starting to sit up here, so nobody up here really necessarily to prevent that from happening. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. 5:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Wolves on top, 28-12. This is the final girls semifinal of the night. Darlington's in the championship game, and who will it be? We'll find out in a little bit as far as this game is concerned. We are not totally set. And the funny thing is people see it roped off and they just climb over it. Like, I know that's there for some reason, but I'm not sure exactly why, so I'll just step over it. 28-12, 16-point game in favor of Rome Wolves. 5:18 left here in the second quarter as Armuchee inbounds the ball. They'll dribble to the top of the key. Going in is Purdy. She'll put up a shot, and it will go. So Chloe Purdy gets her first basket aside from a free throw she made early in the game. That'll cut it to 14, 28-14. Wolves on top, and they will turn it over. So a big opportunity here for Armuchee as they try to chip away at this Rome Wolves lead. But right now you got some pressure here from the Rome Wolves on defense and trap, half-court trap. And the ball is going to be knocked loose. Almost went back court. How she did it, I don't know. But she kept on this side of the floor. Ball is eventually stolen away. And they tried to pass it away. The one that stole it away, the Lady Wolf that stole away, Anaya Williams, was trying to pass to Cassie Covington, but it kind of got away from her and went out of bounds. So Armuchee's going to get the ball back, trailing by 14. And it looks like Rome's coach is going to call a timeout. So how about we do the same thing as Jason Harris calls a timeout. 4:38 left here in the second quarter. Rome 28, Armuchee 14 in the girls bracket semifinal. We'll be back in 30. All right, Armuchee, after the inbound pass, gets it down to Moses, and she puts it in underneath the basket. She's got 6 points tonight, 4 off of free throws. That was her first field goal. That cuts it to 12, 28-6. Shot up from Rome. Ball knocked loose. It's going to be a foul that's going to be charged against Armuchee. I think, trying to see who they got on that one. I think they're saying it was Williams. And one of the officials right now is going to tie his shoe. Don't want anybody tripping and stumbling out there on the floor tonight. So Rome set to inbound the ball after the foul. They will feed it in on their side of the floor. Great inbound pass, creates a wonderful look at a three-point shot. Won't go, but the putback does from Nation. She's got 5 points. 28-16 is your score, or excuse me, 30-16, 14-point lead again here for the Rome Lady Wolves. Dribbling is Purdy, gives it off to Williams. Williams will go back to the top of the key, working it to the right side. They get it down low. Moses will try to post up against 2 defenders. Ball's going to be forced out of bounds by Rome. Moses had 18 points in the game against Model, in which Armuchee won 51-31 to advance to this semifinal round. Armuchee will feed it in. They get it to Moses. No look pass over here to the right side. Putting up the shot, missing Armuchee, but they'll get a rebound and another look from the charity stripe. That one rattles around the rim, won't go. And this time Rome comes down with it. Here comes Tranisha Adams. Adams feeds it off to the left wing side. A three-point look for Tamika Nation. Doesn't go. The putback won't go either. Ball's loose on the floor. Last touch by Armuchee. So this is staying with Rome. They have a 30-16 lead with 3:25 left in the second quarter. Halftime approaching here in about 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Rome with the ball over into the left wing side. Driving, putting up the shot. It won't go there for Nation, but she does get fouled, so we're going to see her go to the charity stripe. This will be her first trip there. Tamika Nation, she's got 5 points in the game. You've got 4 players in the scoring so far tonight here for Rome in this game. Shot up, and it is good. Nation gets ready for her second free throw now. Rome up 31-16. 15-point lead, and she'll miss that one off the back of the iron. Dozier keeps it in for Armuchee, gives it Williams. Williams across the timeline. She's trapped close to the midcourt stripe, gets around it. Now she's trapped over in the corner on the far side near the baseline, and the ball is going to be out of bounds on Armuchee. So getting the ball back will be the Rome Lady Wolves, who have dominated the bulk of this contest so far. Something to keep in mind if you're thinking about heading out to the championship games, always the most attended games of the tournament by a good margin. Going to look different this year because 25% capacity in this gym. So not everybody that wants to get in will be able to get in, but you'll be able to follow the games in a couple of different ways. The live video stream, and of course, as we have done for, I'm guessing, probably over 50 years, we'll have radio coverage for you on WLAQ. Love that we're able to keep the tradition going. 2:40 left in the game, in the first half. Shot up from Armuchee. It is no good. We're going to have another jump ball. This time it's staying with Armuchee. I haven't mentioned this in a while, but we're going to have football on the radio coming up on Saturday. Now that the championship games are on Friday, we'll have the SEC championship for you. And Eli Gold is going to be back with the call. He had to break a streak. I forget how many games, but it's over 400 games that he called consecutively for Alabama. And he had the coronavirus, and he couldn't call their last game, but he's going to be back in the booth for the Alabama-Florida SEC championship. Armuchee turns it over. Rome ready to feed it in. I tell you what, you watch the world these days, people don't agree on a lot of things, but we all hate COVID. There's no question about that. Rome with the basketball. They get it over to the right wing side. Now back up top. Rome on top, 31-16. Going into the paint and shooting are the Rome Lady Wolves, but the shot will not go for DeCaria Daniel, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be out, I think, on Armuchee. We're going to have some substitutions for both teams. Look like a line change for a hockey team for Rome. I think they changed everybody out. Of course, they got a pretty deep bench, and if you have that luxury, you are certainly going to use it. Keep fresh legs out on the floor at all times. Shot is going to be no good. Now they're going to bring it down the floor. Talking about Armuchee working from left to right. And she is going to travel, so that'll be a turnover for Armuchee. Rome gets the ball back. We're down to the 1:45 mark here of our second quarter. Wolves 31, Indians 16. Across the timeline goes Anaya Williams. Now they drive in, shooting off the glass and in. A very physical move there by Brianna Griffin. She's got 6 points, 33-16. Love to see young players like Griffin, we mentioned to you earlier, a freshman getting in on the action and making a difference on their team, because you know Coach loves it. He's like, man, I've got her on this team for 4 years, and she's already being productive as a freshman. Shot up, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, it's going to be taken by Rome. Here they come back the other way, and quick, and off the glass, rattles around and in. Again, that was Brianna Griffin with another basket. She's got 8 points, and again, according to the roster, a freshman. Over on the right wing side, now back up top for Armuchee. Under a minute to play in the half. Armuchee trails 35-16. Dominant performance so far for Rome. Williams with a wide open look at a three, and that one's going to go. Big time shot. She's got 2 threes here in this second quarter. That'll cut it to 35-19. We're under 30 seconds to play for the half. Rome will work it across the timeline going right. And I would assume we'll probably try to get the clock down and take the last shot of the half. No, that's not what's going to happen. They're going to shoot right away and going to miss it. Williams across the timeline, dribbles to the left, goes down towards the low block, puts it up, no good. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Moses, shot in and out. Rebound, Rome. Picked up by Griffin. 3 seconds left on the clock. This will be a long three if she gets it off. She does, and it is no good. So at the end of our first half, Rome Lady Wolves 35, Armuchee Lady Indians 19 as they head to the locker room. We've got about 10 minutes until we start our second half, so I'll take a breather, send it back to the studio for a few minutes. We'll come back and give you the scoring from that first half when we come back on WLAQ and also the live YouTube video stream. Yo, what's up? How's it going, man? Armuchee variety, I should say. Obviously, we've had a couple of Lady Indians teams playing here tonight, both in Armuchee uniforms, because earlier tonight Chattooga had to play in the Armuchee blue uniforms because both Darlington and Chattooga had white uniforms for that first game, so they had to change out. That was really strange experiencing that, but nonetheless, tonight in this game, right now, of course, the Lady Wolves on top of the Armuchee Lady Indians, 35-19. Let's run down the scoring there from that first half of play. We're going to start with Armuchee. They would pick up 8 points from Julia Williams, hit a couple of big threes there in that second quarter. 3 points you would get from Chloe Purdy, 2 points from Ariana Dozier, and then 6 points you would get from Olivia Moses. 4 of those off of free throws. And one of the things that I thought was kind of interesting when you go back and look at that first half, Rome outscored Armuchee 26-9 in that first quarter, but in the second quarter, very quietly, Armuchee held Rome to 9 points and outscored them 10-9. So definitely that's a win for Armuchee there in that quarter. And if you're, of course, the head coach of that team, which tonight looks like Hannah Everett's handling those duties, you know, you're trying to build on that with your team. And even though you've got a pretty big deficit to overcome out of the half, you had some positive things happen in that second quarter. And obviously you got to try to build on that, to try to climb back, chip away, and get into this basketball game. But we've got 3 minutes until we start our second half of play here between the Rome Lady Wolves and the Armuchee Lady Indians. 35-19 is your halftime score. So let's step out for 2.5 minutes and catch our breath one more time before we get ready to resume this basketball game. We will be back. the second half of this basketball game. They just turned off the clock for some reason. I don't know, but now it's down to the last 8 minutes. We're about getting ready to go here. So enjoying our night of basketball tonight. We've got one more half of this game and then a full game to go. So Armuchee and Rome here in the girls bracket determining the last team to get into the gold ball round to play Darlington. And then we will have the nightcap, which is going to be the Pepperell Dragons pitted against the Darlington Tigers. Looking forward to that one. As a matter of fact, when we get done with this game, Noah Severson, who does some work for Mountain Coast Network as well as the newspaper, he was covering that game for the newspaper last night, the one between Model and Darlington. And Darlington obviously came out on top by 2 points in that game. He's going to come over and give us some insight into that in between games and chat with us for a few minutes. So looking forward to talking to him. But that's going to be off the glass for Armuchee. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up. Purdy's got it. She's going to pass it away. There's a quick look, in and out. Rim not kind for Tomlin. Just missed that one. Rome's got it. They lead 35-19. Rome with the ball, working the perimeter. There's a three-point look. Not going to go. The three-point shots were falling big time for the Rome Lady Wolves in that first quarter, and that really helped them build this massive lead. Ball's loose on the floor. We got another tie-up. Possession arrow stays with actually goes with Rome. It was pointed toward Armuchee's way, but I think the official at the scorer's table realized it should have been going the other way. So that's what happened there. But Tamika Nation with the ball. Going to bring it across the center court line. Rome working it pretty slow here to start the third quarter. Works their way towards that right wing side, now back to the left. Just under 7 minutes to play. Nobody scored here in the second half just yet. Now they'll work it back up to the top of the perimeter at the free throw line. Kicks it back out now. They'll make a move towards the basket. Shot up and in for DeKiria Daniel, and she's going to go for the three-point play here as she goes to the charity stripe. So 37-19. We've got 6:47 left in the third quarter as Rome opens up the scoring here in this third quarter. Daniel dribbles, puts up the shot. That's going to be off the back of the iron. Picked up by Moses for Armuchee on the rebound. Julia Williams will bring it down the floor here for the Indians. Across the timeline, feeds it to Dozier. Dozier goes towards the paint, puts it up and in, makes the shot. And that's the first basket for Armuchee in the half. 37-21 is your score. And now Rome into the paint. They'll put it off the glass. Both teams starting to trade baskets right now. That was Riley Jenkins with her first basket of the night. 39-21, Rome on top. Chloe Purdy's got it. Of course, in the position that Armuchee's in, they don't need to trade baskets. They need to score and get stops because they trail right now by 18 points. Dozier up at the top of the key with it. Dribbles towards the paint. Feeds it to Moses. Puts it up. And she's going to be fouled and going to shoot two. One of the Rome defenders made some contact there. And Moses will go to the free throw line. Moses so far in this game has had 6 points. And make it 7. She just scored on a free throw. Gets ready for her next attempt, and now the score moves to 39-21. 5:55 left in the third quarter. Big crowd on hand, as big as you can expect in a 25% capacity game. The next shot is up and good. 39-23. 5:52. There's a long shot, and Rome with the ball, kicks it back out. Comment on the free throw shooting there, making those free throws, getting some points with it. Whoop, that's going to be a long three there for Tamika Nation. He now has 2 threes in this game, 42-23. But to complete the thought from before, well, now it's stolen away from Rome. We'll complete that thought later. Rome working around the perimeter, and they will reset their offense. 5:20 left here in the third quarter. Rome with the ball into the paint, shooting off the glass, and good. That was Brianna Griffin. She's got 10 points as a freshman. Armuchee working around some pressure. Dozier with it. I'm never going to complete that thought. The shot is off the glass and in. Olivia Moses banks it in, knocks it home. Under 5 minutes to play in the third. 44-25 your score. A 19-point game in favor of Rome. Rome with the ball. Griffin feeds it underneath. Now they kick it back out. No look there. Julia Williams with the coverage. Rome with the ball, driving towards the lane. They'll feed it back out. Now dribbling. Will fling it over to the left wing side. And here's a three-point look. In and out. Almost went in, but not to be. Rome's got it. Another three-point look for the same young lady, and this time she hammered it home. A three-point shot there for Allison Loveman, her first basket of the night, and another three for the Lady Wolves. 47-25 your score with 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor taken. We'll take it as well. Let's step out for 30 seconds. Armuchee inbounds the ball. Actually, Rome has it. They are going to try to throw it across the lane. Successfully they do. Now they get it over into the corner. Rome has, if I tallied it right, 8 threes in this game. Well, that's where a lot of their offenses come from. They're going to shoot it off the glass, but they've been good in the paint as well. Don't get me wrong. Especially that young lady, Brianna Griffin, who now has 12 points in the basketball game. Stolen away by Rome, and she travels immediately. Official on top of it, and that'll be a turnover. So Armuchee gets set to inbound the ball, trailing now by a score of 49-25 with 3:52 left to go here in the third quarter of play. One more game to go after this one. We're halfway through the third period of our third game of the evening. And right now, Jason Harris, the coach of Rome, giving some instruction to his team, getting everybody lined up correctly. Here comes Armuchee down the other end, and they will put up a shot. It won't go. Ball goes out of bounds on Rome. So the ball is staying with Armuchee. Thursday night basketball for you on WLAQ. Dozier with it, feeds it into Moses, back to Dozier. Rome is going to pick it up. We're going to have a jump ball. The arrow is with Armuchee this time around. Substitutions coming into the game for both teams. Coming into the game for Rome is Cassie Covington. For Armuchee, I believe it was Tomlin. If you get a second, make sure to go to the WLAQ-Rome Facebook page and also Twitter. Follow us, like us, all that good stuff. Keep up with what's going on with the radio station. And also we have a sports talk program called Northwest Georgia Sports Live. Ball stolen away from Rome, and the layup is missed from the lady that stole it away, Williams. A little bit of pressure here from the defense as Armuchee tries to work it the other way. Griffin's got it off the glass and in. Man, she is having a big-time night. She's got 14 points, tied with the other leading scorer in the game, who is Tranisha Adams, who knocked down 4 threes in the first quarter. And those two young ladies account for a lot of the points here from Rome. But again, Northwest Georgia Sports Live, our sports talk show. Typically, we're live from 5 to 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. During the football season, we do high school picks on Fridays. It's a lot of fun, have coaches, interviews, talk about what's going on in local sports, and just have a good old time. I've tried my best over the years to make having a good time my full-time job. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's working tonight, by the way. Here's a shot off the glass for Rome. It's going to be Shelley picking that basket up, her first of the night, and Rome is out to a 53-25 commanding lead. Rome picks it off on the other end. We're going to have another tie-up. I don't know if I've ever seen as many jump balls as I've seen over the course of the last couple of days at basketball, and if I had to venture a guess, I would say they're calling them quicker this year because of COVID. 53-25, I would assume. I don't know. 2:39 left to go in the third quarter. Rome with it, driving. They're going to kick it back out to the right wing now towards the paint, to the other side. Here's a long three. That's going to be a little bit short. Rebound by Armuchee, and the pass is going to get away from her. She bumps into the scorer's table, talking about Chloe Purdy. Knocks over some of the electronics there, but no harm, no foul. Doesn't look like anybody was injured or any equipment was broken necessary for the game. So we're moving forward. 2:17 left third quarter. Rome Wolves 53. Armuchee Indians 25. Rome with it, driving towards the paint. Now they'll kick it out to the right wing side. They go inside to Griffin. Ball stolen away as Armuchee's defense shuts down the passing lane. And here comes Armuchee across the timeline. Chloe Purdy feeds to Moses. Ball's picked off. Rome's got it. And they will pick it up and try to bring it down the floor with a little bit of pressure there from Chloe Purdy. Now they're across the timeline, working it off to that left wing side. Going in is Griffin. She'll have her pocket picked. Picking up the ball is going to be Purdy. But now it's back in the Rome Lady Wolves' hands. Griffin off the glass. No good. But guess what? She's got another chance. She's going to the charity stripe. We are at the 1:35 mark of the third quarter. Rome Wolves certainly in command of this game, up 53-25, but still a lot of time left for Armuchee to try to chip away and get back in it, but they got to make a move very quickly. Here's Griffin from the charity stripe. Shot is up. That one's off the front of the rim, no good. This is her first trip to the charity stripe, which is kind of interesting considering the fact that she's had 14 points, pretty much most of them in the paint. So Griffin gets ready to take her next free throw. It's on the way, and that one is good. She was dialed in for that one. So 50. Ball is going to be brought in. 54-25, Wolves on top. 1:30 left to go in the game. Dribbling across the timeline will be Chloe Purdy. Purdy leaves it for Bailey Tomlin. Over to Williams. Williams kicks it out to Moses. Moses trying to back her way in. Now she's going to feed it back out to the right wing side. Here is a shot from a young lady off the bench, Maggie Duke. Can't get that one to go. Now Rome brings it the other way after the long rebound. They work it to the top of the perimeter. Rome with a long three-point look, and that one is going to go. Let me tell you, the three-point shooting tonight from Rome has been absolutely unbelievable. I got them with 9 or 10. I'll have to count those up here in just a second. I may have forgotten to mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go back and look at that in a minute. But right now, Armuchee inbounds the ball. We're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. They'll kick it back out to Duke. Now back up top. Here's a shot from just inside the free throw line. It's no good, but Armuchee may get another shot. Yep, they get it off the long rebound. Getting it back out to Tomlin now on the right wing. It goes out of bounds. I think it was last tip by Rome, so it's staying with Armuchee with 34.5 seconds left to go. Rome with a 57-25 lead. They feed it out to Williams. Williams right in front of the Armuchee bench on the far side, working right to left, goes into the paint. Ball rolls out of bounds off of one of the Rome players, so it's staying with Armuchee. Armuchee feeds it in. Dribbling is Chloe Purdy. Purdy will feed it. Nope. Well, it gets it to Duke at the top of the key. It was almost stolen away, so I kind of hesitated on the call there. Going to be another big event that's taking place in Rome this weekend. You may want to check out if you're a high school football fan and want to see some of the best players around the state of Georgia. Georgia Elite Classic at Barron Stadium. Sunday they're going to have a couple of games there. Had Rusty Mansell from 24/7 Sports on our Sports Talk show last week to talk about it. It sounded really exciting. Shot is up there from Moses on a free throw attempt. She makes it. Score moves to 57-26 as she missed the first one. Shot off the rim, no good for Rome. Battle for it. Battle is won by Moses. She'll bring it across the timeline for Armuchee, and then the ball is almost stolen away, but pushed out of bounds there by the Rome Lady Wolves, so it stays with Armuchee. So right now we've got 5.1 seconds left on the clock with the Rome Lady Wolves up 57-26. Williams to feed it in. It goes off the boot of one of the Rome players out of bounds, so we'll try that again. Official gives the ball back to Williams. She gets ready to toss it in and try to set up this offense of Armuchee. They throw it into Purdy. Purdy on the right wing takes a long three-point shot at the buzzer and can't get it to go. So at the end of our third quarter of play, Rome 57, Armuchee 26. And so Rome with the commanding lead, getting ready for a shortened, because of the mercy rule, fourth quarter. So we're going to have 6 minutes on the clock for that fourth quarter because of the deficit in the score. So with that said, we're going to send it back to the studio for 1 minute. Rome 57, Armuchee 26. We'll be back for the final 6 after these messages. All right, Armuchee with the ball, trailing 57-26. As we resume, they get a shot from the outside. That was Chloe Purdy. I believe that was a three, so that cuts it to 57-29. Yep, shot off the glass and in on the other end for Rome. Dakiria Daniel picks that one up. She's got 14 points in the contest. Leading scorer, though, is Brianna Griffin. She's got 15 points, has done a great job, and she is a freshman. Ball is loose on the floor. And scrum for it. And a timeout is going to be called. We're going to keep it right here through this one since we just came out of the break. But super glad you're with us. I just looked over to my right and noticed that Georgia Bulldog Tate Ratledge is in the house tonight, which is not surprising. Home for a little break, and the Darlington Tigers getting set to play. Standing over there talking to another couple of Tigers. I know one of them is a lineman for the Darlington Tigers this year, Gatlin Hancock, who's just a sophomore. He's playing in the Elite Classic that I was talking about earlier coming up this weekend, as well as some other local players. I know Rome's got some players. Patrick Shelley, who will be playing in the next game for Darlington. Quarterback for Darlington. He's going to be a wide receiver, I'm told, in that game. So really exciting to get some of these guys out there from the Rome area as a part of that game, get to showcase their skills. With a lot of people watching around the state. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Armuchee had possession. It was knocked out by Rome, so Armuchee keeps possession of the ball, feeding it in. Going to be Chloe Purdy, gets it to Julia Williams, and we're down to the 5-minute mark already. Obviously, mentioned this quarter is shortened to 6 minutes because of the mercy rule. Now they're going to go off to the left wing side to Dozier. Dozier driving towards the paint on the baseline, kicks it back out. Now here's a look, and that one is in and out, and finally goes in as it rattles around for Tomlin, picks up her first basket of the night. 59-31 is the score here with 4:35 left to go in favor of Rome. looking to try again against Darlington in the championship game coming up tomorrow night. Going to get a rematch. In and out, no good. Ball is loose. Julia Williams picks it up for Armuchee. They're going to fling it down to the other end on the outlet pass. Here is a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Williams, and that's going to go off the top of the backboard, I believe. Williams was fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line. Yep, sad to see the football season winding down, but glad to get to see some basketball. That's what softens the blow for me because I'm a big basketball fan. First shot is up. Julia Williams makes it from the free throw line. That's going to bring it to 59-32 with 4:11 left to go. Of course, this weekend in high school football, you get the semifinals taking place. Another shot is up. That's going to be a miss on the free throw there from Williams, and picking it up is Rome. And then you'll have a break, and then after Christmas, you'll start the championship games. That's different. Long three-point look there for Rome. And Jemiah Gooch, that is her first basket of the night. 62-32, 30-point lead here for Rome. Biggest lead of the night, I do believe. And Rome gets ready to inbound the ball. Yeah, definitely going to be weird having those championship games right after Christmas, but what a gift it'll be to get the opportunity to follow those games. Shot is up. That's no good. Rebound taken by Armuchee. We'll have another tie-up. Might as well throw a few more of those in before this game is over, just for good measure. Going to get a late start here to our nightcap. It is 8:30 now, which is when that game is supposed to begin, and we still have most of this quarter left. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Rome. They'll back up and try three. That's a little bit too strong on that one. Picked up by Armuchee. They trail by 30. Across the timeline, Julia Williams goes to the low block, puts up the shot, in and out, rebounded by Rome. Rome's got the ball. They're across the timeline, dribbling right towards the paint. Behind the back move is going to be nearly picked off, and we're going to have another jump ball. We're inside the gym at Armuchee High School, which is where we spent the last couple of days. There were 4 games played here yesterday, 4 today, and there will be 2 championship games here tomorrow. I think the consolations are played here tomorrow as well, unless I'm badly mistaken. Ball's loose on the floor, and it's going to be a travel on Armuchee, so Rome gets the ball back. Getting closer to the finish of this one. 3:04 left to go in the quarter and the game. Also this weekend on WLAQ, you can follow CBS Sports. Already told you about the SEC championship game coming up on the radio airwaves. Down at the baseline, Rome kicks it back out for a three out on the right wing side, in and out, no good. Rebound by Armuchee, they pick it up and we'll have another jump ball. Sing along with me, folks. The jump ball song. Here comes Rome kicking it back out around the perimeter on the inbound pass, and we'll have a whistle and a foul call. So Rome will toss it back in here momentarily. Rome set the inbound. They feed it in. Picked up by Purdy on the inbound pass, so she steals it away. Here's Williams all alone. Can she lay it in? Yes, she can. Julia Williams now has 11 points in the game. 62-34, 2:30 left to go in the game. There's a long three here for Rome, and she buries it. That was a big-time shot, and that was Jemiah Gooch. Again, she has picked up 2 threes, all in the fourth quarter. She is a sophomore. The shooting tonight has been unbelievable here for Rome. They are a good three-point shooting team tonight. There's a long look there for Olivia Moses. 65-36. Here's Rome on the other end. Under 2 minutes to play in this one now. There's a long three-point attempt. That one won't fall. Rome does get their own rebound. They dribble towards the right wing side, kick it out up top. Shot is up, and it is going to be good. That was Chapman picking up her first basket of the game. And I tell you what, I know this is a pretty lopsided affair, but the effort wasn't lopsided. There's no question Armuchee has played hard throughout this night, and they're still battling even down by this much. And then Maggie Duke, just picked up a three-point shot, her first basket of the night. 67-39, Rome on top. 1:15 left to go in the game. They'll feed it back out to Julia Williams. Now down low, they will get it to Maggie Duke. They'll feed it down low to Williams, who battles in the paint trying to get a shot off, and she's going to get fouled and go to the charity stripe. So Williams going to the line with 1:05 remaining here in our fourth quarter, in the final quarter of this basketball game, in the final girls semifinal of the night. We know Darlington's going to be there and Rome's going to be there too. It's just a matter of the final score. This one is out of reach of the Armuchee Indians with 1:05 left to go and a 27-point deficit. You just can't overcome that, no matter what the circumstances. So we get ready for Julia Williams to shoot again. That one's off the back of the iron, picked up by Rome on the rebound. They'll work it around to the other side. Across the timeline they go, dribbling towards the paint. They'll shoot a three from the right wing side. And guess what? It goes. I'm going to have fun adding up all of these three-point shots made by Rome after this game's over. It's a 30-point game again. 45 seconds left to go. Armuchee on the other end. Rome up 70-40. Rome won their first game of the tournament 74-32 over Unity. So they've been dominating their opponent so far. Under 30 seconds to play. Armuchee with the ball, and Rome is going to foul. Both teams are going to battle to the final buzzer of this basketball game. And that's what you're coached to do. No doubt about it. Dozier set to feed it in. They're going to get it knocked out of bounds by Rome, and they will try that again with 24.3 seconds left on the clock. A little bit ran off the clock there that May could add back on, but it doesn't look like they're going to do it. Williams will feed it back in. They get it into the hands of Maddie Bray, and there's a long look at a three for another player that had ended up with the ball. Shot off the glass, no good. McBurnett into the game here for Armuchee late. And we're down to the final 13.8 seconds coming up after this game. We'll take a break, and I'm going to be joined by Noah Severson. Chat for a little bit in between games. Rome will feed it down, 7 seconds, and they're going to lay it up, and it won't go with 3 seconds to go. Armuchee flings it down to Dozier, puts up a shot at the buzzer, and it won't go. And your final score in this one is Rome 70, Armuchee 40, and Rome is going to go on to the championship round for a rematch of last year's girls' championship that Darlington ended up winning. Of course, Rome again 70-40 over Armuchee. So it is set, and there's only one last team that will get an opportunity to play for a gold ball, and that's going to be between Pepperell and Darlington. We saw Chattooga eliminate the Rome boys in the game prior to the one that we just saw. So Chattooga's in. Who will it be, Pepperell or Darlington? We're going to find out in just a little bit, but we're going to send it back to the studio for a few minutes, and then we're going to be joined by Noah Severson in between games for a few minutes. So let's send it back to the studio for a timeout. We'll be back for the final game in just a little bit. Nobody's used it today. It's just you.
Okay,
so no Rona on that.
Fred,